Let's go.
To your positions! Onward! Lower sail! You seem strangely excited, Herodotus.
We are getting near one of the most ancient regions of the world. The land of the Greenwood. A truly fascinating and mysterious civilization. Genius is ahead of their time.
Should I visit then?
Only ruins remain of their civilization now. It has been lost for hundreds, if not thousands of years. But your journey has exposed mysteries which have left me with more. Your return, Commander!
Tefka. Best keep an eye on my drachmi.
Warrior! Welcome to Pefka, home of the Minotaur, and our world tunics! Minotaur tunic!
I don't see how one side...
My name's Arsenios. If you want to know how to defeat the Minotaur and become the Greek world's most famous war...
You sell it well, kid. Let's go on your tour. You're not worried someone's going to steal your world?
Who would? They're tunics for Minotaurs. As you can see from these statues, the Minotaur's a fearsome foe. So don't forget this exclusive tour tip. He hates being stabbed. Particularly with sharp objects. They say it's his only weakness. Behold, an exact replica of the Minotaur. Actual Minotaur size may vary.
Where's the rest of him?
Up the hill. Some of the workers lost control moving it into place. It killed two of them. Horns tore them clean up.
Sounds like even Minotaur statues.
Oh, they're that they say Theseus himself was killed by...
Whether Theseus was crushed by the Minotaur or by a large statue shaped like the Minotaur, he was nothing compared to me. I will succeed where he failed.
Oh, a confident warrior. Perhaps you'll be the first to return.
Let's just continue.
Hey, in Pefka the hero's always right. This way. Look out! That rock's actually a Minotaur dropping. He must have just been through here. I can't believe we missed him. Here's another helpful tip you won't get on any other tour. The Minotaur
Yeah! Ha!
It's a little known fact that themselves left.
They sure like the Minotaur here.
Warriors from all over the Aegean come to Pefka to face the mighty Minotaur, hoping to claim his head as the ultimate prize. But drinking freshly squeezed Minotaur hoof elixir will no doubt give you the oomph you need.
Where does this Minotaur...
The hoof of the Minotaur, obviously.
Uh-huh. What does this elixir do?
Depends what ails you, friend. Sore throat? Slow healing ones? Itchy beats on parts unmentionable?
Will it cure the regret of taking unnecessary tours?
Yes.
And let me guess, you've got a vial, ready for purchase.
It's just like Petter always said. Never leave home without the ground-up hooves of a...
You never know when you'll need some Minotaur hoof elixir.
You've made a wise purchase, my fiscally responsible friend. Now come, there's so much... I'm not saying I'm responsible for breaking the Minotaur statue, but I'm also not saying I'm not responsible. And so concludes our tour.
That's the tour? I didn't learn anything about the Minotaur.
My customers are always satisfied. You can pay my associates on your way out. Please enjoy the rest of your stay here in Pefka.
You're not going to get one drachmi out of me.
No, not one. I'm getting all of it! Get her! Don't damage her! Well done, warrior. You've passed the... survived the thugs test. Not everyone passes that. You've earned an extra 10% off our world-famous Minotaur tunics. Or... you know what? You've given me a great tour. A tour of friendship, which I will totally pay for. Here, a large drachmi...
A pleasure doing business.
Hey!
Yeah?
What's it like being a Mystios?
Could be worse.
Can I interest you in purchasing some fermented Minotaur trappings, or...
Are you really going to try that on me again?
He seems not here. I think ship might be faster.
Get ready to set sail!
Hunter! We've been waiting for you!
Forward! Speed up! Ship your oars!
Here you go.
There's a storm ahead!
Oars at the ready!
The arena.
That must be Skura.
Come. Done. Goodbye then.
Varnavas to... About the arena. I should give it a go.
I'm tired. Shh. Do you hear that?
Yes, I hear it.
It's the sound of someone lying to me.
Or someone humoring a frail old man.
They tell me you could hear the crowds from all the way out here. The thirst never quit.
Thirst for what?
Combat in the arena, Mistios. Life and death in their purest forms. Love, hate, glory.
Cassandra, I found a note that mentioned this place. And you. It called...
These walls no longer shake because there are no heroes of the arena left. The crowds don't care about real fighters anymore. They just want blood and win riches beyond your wildest dreams, of course.
Perhaps I can make the arena...
Good.
Tell me about the other fight.
As a new contender, the choice of opponent will be yours. No slaves here. No hapless criminals. Just warriors with a resolve to
I see.
There are 5 current champions. Each one more bloodthirsty and ruthless than the last. You'll need to defeat each of...
Tell me more about the arena.
It's been here for decades, but...
As most things.
True. Fighters today care only about Drachmi, not honor. And the crowds now come only to watch one warrior gut another.
I need some time.
Then the crowd... The soon-to-be hero of the arena return.
My blades and...
Choose your opponent.
I'll fight this king of the bandits.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
It ends here!
will take your life, Mistios! Are you trying to hit me?
Yeah. I am the queen.
You must have done well in there.
Did you not see?
I haven't seen a fight from inside the arena in years. But if the crowds are cheering like that, perhaps I have a hero on my hands after all.
Of course they cheer for me. Who could resist cheering for a warrior legend in the arena?
Maybe the stories I've heard are true.
Skura?
Leon?
Ah, Mistios. I knew it as soon as I laid eyes on you. You could be hero of the arena like Skura. Talk to Skura when you're ready to continue. All these braves.
Choose your...
I have unpaid debts to collect.
I see. Anyone in particular come to mind? Choose your opponent.
I will spear Velos like a
For those of you about to risk your lives, the crowd salutes you!
I'm putting you down!
Yoo-hoo.
Your blade, miss. It reminds me of long ago.
This spear has killed many Persians.
As have I. On the battlefield. And in...
You fought in the Persian...
I did.
What was that like?
Hard. The Persians were a formidable enemy. They had the numbers. They had warriors from Atoll conquered lands in their armies. It took a united Greek world to turn them back. Anything less would have been...
A united Greek world.
Agreed. But coming back from the war was harder than the war itself. Mayon and I found daily life afterwards to be... difficult.
What was the arena like in your time?
It was a place of honor and heroism. I bathed my blade in blood.
How exactly did you become a hero of the arena?
I survived.
I have to go.
You've done a warrior's job.
Thank you.
Τις πείσμονες λέγον πανίπλακες τινές έκλεψαν άπαντα τα ρωσούντα όρνια. Συνήρχας με μεταβλακός.
Choose your...
I'll hunt if...
36. I don't know if I can win.
For those of you about to risk your lives,
It ends here!
Are we sure they're dead?
Χαίρετε και καλώς ήλθετε εις το μείζον
This is not really necessary. Okay. Okay, I think it's enough for here. Antica. Woohoo!
Διαστίου δύναμες τιμή. Έφρυσα.
Heard we never clean sparkling blood off.
We'll be watching you, Miss Dios. At least give them a welcome first. Fine. Pericles, welcome to
Oh?
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe,
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said...
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get...
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar.
I can't believe you...
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from...
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand what...
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare...
Well... How is it your work...
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced...
No? She asked...
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry,
I'll get changed.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance.
Herodotos! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your...
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh,
Let's not use Alcibiades as in... So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think?
This is going to be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on...
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's...
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about...
Me too.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight.
I've seen lots of fights.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure...
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pig...
I have no idea what...
No, you...
So we get him drunk and he talks.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else...
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you. You're awfully worked up over Evripidis.
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Evripidis and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slammed...
I'll get the what?
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here.
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Damn.
Did you just call me it?
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Evripidis.
For a playwright, you're not much for...
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Evripidis likes.
When I need to relax, I start a fight.
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression...
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Evripidis seems quiet, but he
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Why don't you just apologize?
It's he who should apologize.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the god.
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand.
You ready for another?
You, I like you. Who brought...
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? What?
She lost 2 children. She had no...
She fled to heal a broken heart. Evripidis.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know...
After what she went through, I'm not sure she...
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos.
I love getting drunk and singing.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
Dionysus, there you are. Everyone else here is boring.
Let's do this.
I want to play too.
I think you should.
Fine, fine.
Is there any...
The flick of a limb.
The Spartan hordes outside.
Pericles guarantees death for us all.
Oh, so bring your merchants.
Bring your murderers to the crimson quiver. Bring the heel.
Collect your weak and collect your sinners!
If they want blood, then blood.
I'll stab their guts and let...
The stupid sweepers, the genius teacher.
For when our wars are done, after lives are lost and blood have...
Enough, enough.
The best!
Here, take this to remember the occasion. This party has How's Euripides?
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out.
Hiding? Heed this. Warhas, if you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for...
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest.
It sounded like someone was in...
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain.
I only came to this symposium to...
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the...
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons. And these men...
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you...
There's another goat? Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for...
All business, right and...
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who
fled Sparta. No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were the smartest and most...
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was...
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, when you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without...
Anthusa in Corinth. Stop.
Being so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do.
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not...
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths.
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel...
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Myrine, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search...
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasias.
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard.
Thank you, Aspas.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests. I'll help you however I can during your travels.
Αναβιβάσαμε το δάνεισμα επί δεύτερον και εν μέρος. Πόλος κοινός και ο Κίον ου κινείται. Και είπε, απάγε.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Find Hippocrates in Argos.
Yes, you come and talk.
First, explain to me your point of view.
Oh, here you go.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe...
Aspasia told me to come find you. She
says I don't interact with our guests enough. But this party... Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her.
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people...
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but... One day, when you have a friend you'd do anything for...
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years maybe...
Why send Emetiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal...
My people are
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for...
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is...
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says...
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men...
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me.
Time will tell.
You looked...
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever...
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a life...
You'll get used to it. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head...
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be...
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think...
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
That's tons of information. I think I'll just stop here